What's going on, everyone? This is Chad with Believe in the Run.
And this is Alex at Believe in the Run.
And I am the in-house Clydesdale Big Tall Run reviewer.
And I'm the guy who likes to tell you if things are Big Dude approved.
And we're here today to talk to you about our best Big Dude approved Tempo Day shoes and Race Day shoes. Now, when Alex and I were first talking about this video, we were a little concerned because, you know, race day, tempo day is someone who's maybe just getting started in running, or bigger runners like us, it can be intimidating.
Absolutely. I remember I had this goal set in mind that as soon as I hit 10 miles in my running journey, I'm going to go get some carbon plated shoes. Then I got my first pair and I was like, you know, I don't love these. So I think there's a lot of myths to carbon plated shoes and race day shoes and tempo shoes that we want to help you kind of work your way around.
Part of most training plans, a lot are going to have tempo days, threshold runs. Do you need them? No, as a beginning runner, a lot of times it's all about building up your mileage, doing base miles, getting yourself up to that distance that you're training for. And a lot of times you're going to be just perfectly suited fine with a good daily trainer, with a good recovery plush max cush shoe. However, tempo day shoes and race day shoes are fun.
So much fun. And that, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? We're trying to have the most fun. We're trying to get those times down. And we have some shoes that are going to help you do that. One of my favorite tempo day training shoe right now is the New Balance SC Elite V3. I've been having a lot of fun in this shoe. It's something that I can warm up in, get my fast miles in, and cool down in. And it doesn't bother my feet. I'm having a lot of fun in it, and it's super plush. It might not look like the highest stack height you've ever seen, but it definitely feels soft on foot. I want it to feel soft and I want it to be enjoyable. This shoe's doing that for me, and I'm having a lot of fun in it.
Moving on to my tempo day shoe. This was a real tough battle for me because I had two top contenders. One is the Adidas Takumi Sen 8. I've worn that in 5K races, 10K races. I wear it on tempo day. But what boils down to me, like Alex said, I want to be comfortable on my tempo day workouts. I might bust out the Takumi Sen for my shorter race distances, but when I'm doing my tempo day training, I turn to the Puma Deviate Nitro 2. It's got a plate, it's got a nice stiff plate, but this elite foam is absolutely so comforting under my foot. At slow paces during my warm-up, every tempo day it's gonna have a warm-up and a cool down. When I'm doing those slower miles, I feel good in the shoe. It feels good when I pick up the paces. And Puma grip. Can't beat Puma grip. If it's a rainy day, if it's a muggy day out there, you are gonna be stuck to that asphalt and you're gonna be moving. I love the Deviate Nitro 2 for my tempo days.
There was a shoe that we both had on our list. And this is one we both have a ton of fun with. I know you've raced in it recently. I've never raced in it, but I do take it out for, you know, 10 to 13 mile long run during my training session sometimes. And that's the Adidas Adios Pro 3. This shoe is fun. You want to talk about springy, enjoyable miles? The Adios Pro 3 has been something I've been turning to a lot. It really gets the job done when I'm trying to pick up the pace, especially if I'm going for 12 miles and I'm picking up the pace miles 4 through 10, something like that. I've been having a lot of fun with it, man.
This is my pair, fully customized with the pink laces. I was one of the many people who suffered from lace bite on the top of my feet because of the real thin Adidas laces. I changed them out for these and it has been game changing. I wore these in a 10-mile race this weekend. Don't ask me how it went. I bonked a little bit. It was hot and humid. But underfoot, I felt great. These have great spring to them. They're alive, the rods, you can really feel them activate when you do start picking up the paces. One thing I will say is with this lateral heel bevel, it definitely tends to be a little bit more stable than a lot of the other super shoes out there on the market. It really keeps me really moving forward, especially in a race with this super soft light strike foam. I need to be moving forward. I don't need to be moving medially or laterally. If I was ever running a marathon and actually looking to put up a fast race time, I would probably turn to this shoe. But one thing that we were going to talk about is when it comes to race day shoes aren't absolutely necessary.
No, not at all. I've now run, probably 20 races this year, whether it be 5K, 10K, half marathon, and I change up the shoe every time pretty much just because I want to try new things, enjoy the miles. So I've ran in everything from a Hoka Bondi 8, which is a max cushion shoe, all the way to a Metaspeed Sky Plus. So I've tried a lot of things, and I'll tell you what, my times weren't different enough to logically for me choose a shoe that's going to make my feet a little bit less happy. at the longer distance. So, I mean, coming up on the New York City Marathon right now, and this is something that I'm fully excited for, is wearing the Asics Superblast. It's a shoe that doesn't have a carbon plate, but is responsive like a carbon plated shoe. And I'm going to absolutely love wearing it because I know that it's going to keep my feet happy.
One of the most important things, especially as bigger runners, those of us who run at a slower pace, is we're going to have more time on foot than a lot of the other people that are in the race with us. So at the end of the day, comfort is key. If your feet are going to be comfortable in a race day shoe for 5 hours for a marathon, great. Rock a race day shoe and go out and have your best race. If you feel that your feet are going to be more comfortable in some of the shoes we talked about in our other video, maybe a Gel Cayano, maybe the Saucony Tempest, maybe a shoe that I've actually come to enjoy that I may wear for my next marathon in February, the Puma Forever Run Nitro, comfort is key. If you're either new to running, they're not absolutely mandatory. We think they're fun. We think you should explore them. Don't be intimidated.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I have a friend who ran a sub-3 marathon in Cayano. So you can do it. Enjoy the miles, enjoy the race, have fun, and keep your feet happy, because that's what's gonna keep you racing.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd ask you to like and subscribe to Believe in the Run. You can follow me on Instagram at the Clydesdale Runner. You can find my content on Believe in the Run's website.
And if you haven't already, check out our last video about shoes for beginner runners and daily trainers. They're incredibly comfortable shoes that we suggest, and we had a lot of fun talking about them. So if you enjoyed what I brought, you can follow me on social media, Herm Runs, on both Instagram and TikTok, where I talk about all things Big Dude approved. So yeah, this was fun.
This probably won't be the last time you have two big dudes talking about shoes together.